Hey everybody, I hope that you are having an outstanding Super Bowl Sunday. We are here at Ace Cafe with Cruising Orlando and Florida Car Shows for a pre-game car show that is outstanding. Let's get after it. Now a show like this is typically late model muscle and classic muscle, but we have the new Lamborghini Urus here today, and it is Lamborghini's not first but second SUV. The first being the LM002, the Rambo Lambo. But this is here today. It's a nice surprise, along with another Lamborghini you can see there. And I love the way this one is spec'd. I like how the wheels are not jet black. I like the silver. I like the green and the blue. Reminds me of the Seattle Seahawks. And of course, this is Super Bowl Sunday, but they're not playing. This is a really good looking vehicle. As we make our way around, you can see how beautiful and flawless that paint is. No orange peel on a Lamborghini like this, or any Lamborghini really. So this is their latest step into SUV making. I've gotten to see two LM002s in my life, but this is a huge leap ahead. This goes over 200 miles an hour. I believe right now it is the fastest SUV on the market. And like I was talking about, I love those gunmetal rims with the blue paint and the lime green calipers there. Very nice. And very unique looking, sharp, hard lines like that. Really aggressive. I love it. But what I love more is the Aventador S. So the Aventador S is a great step forward in their lineup. It incorporates some of the Aventador Super Veloce's fixed air components and front end. It also incorporates now all-wheel drive and all-wheel steering. Now, let me make a correction. It's always been all-wheel drive, but the all-wheel steering is new for the Aventador S. And what I mean by getting rid of some of those aero components, on an older Aventador, these vents here were motorized. They would raise and lower as needed, but on this, they don't do that. They're fixed in place like you would find on an older Super Veloce. And it looks like the owner of this vehicle is taken to blacken out some of the highlights, including the active aero wing there. But beautiful in lime green, an aggressive looking car, but fantastic. And like I said, there's a lot of classic muscle here today. We got this Woody here. Pretty wild vehicle, powered by a small block Chevrolet with the Hugger orange paint. It has the surfboard up top. Then we come around over here. We have an awesome Corvair, fantastic vehicle. You know, I know this vehicle used to get a bad rap, but they're really nice to look at, and I think they're pretty nice. I think Ralph Nader was full of it. And we whip around over here, and we've got a Jeep Rubicon. Really nice. Very decked out. I love the white and the black wheels, and then the red accents that are real subtle. They run throughout the vehicle and around the Rubicon. It has the red outline, trail rated, red badge. Very cool, very nice. And we come over here, we've got a 5th generation Corvette. This is driven today by a couple of Patriots fans, actually from New England. But we all agreed that the weather is better here than it is up there. So, very nice. And in pretty good condition, you know, I mean, given its years and stuff like that, really sharp. And I like how the red paint pops still and is nice and polished to a high shine. And if we whip around here, we got another surfer ride. Got the surfboard, got the wood panels on the side. Surfs up, airbrushed on the air cleaner. And we come back over here, a late model Mustang GT. This would be one with a 4.6 liter engine. And then next to it, a classic Nova. I love my classic Chevys, you know that. And this is no exception. Beautiful blue paint. Not sure what's under the hood of this particular one, but it is real nice and in great shape. And next to it is this gorgeous Corvette in a color I've never seen before, so I'm going to assume that it is a custom paint job. And me and another photographer, we were talking about that maybe they added a little bit of extra flair to the fenders, but I'm not quite sure myself. Of course, this has power steering, power brakes, old school carbureted V8. So this car is obviously a driver. It is not a trailer queen by any stretch of the imagination, which is what I like personally. So definitely great. And here we go. We got one of my favorite cars. He always comes out to the shows. He's got this 4th Gen Z28, an outstanding car. If you're looking for some muscle that you can actually afford, check out a 4th Gen. I love it to death. And right next to him is a car that has been on our show. This is a V-Series Cadillac. This has the LSA supercharged motor. But what makes it unique, yes, it's a wagon, it's a V-Series, it's got all that extra power. It's gorgeous in blue with the polished wheels and the red calipers, but it's a stick shift. And the gentleman that owns this, he's a super nice guy, and you don't see, you know, a lot of these modern day hot rods with stick shifts, and that's a real shame. But that's okay. This one is a stick shift, and it looks great doing it. Beautiful, beautiful car. I've had the pleasure of driving this. He's been on our show. I'll link to that below, but definitely an episode worth checking out, and a fantastic owner. Over here, we got a 6th generation silver Corvette, nice and cleaned up for the show today. This is the pre-Super Bowl car show. And we got ourselves a Challenger RT in that vivid orange, the polished 5-spoke wheels. Really, really nice looking car. Mopar is really knocking it out with these. They haven't changed how it looks very much over the years, but it's a great car. Now look at that shifter they have in there. Very cool. I like it. I like that T-handle grip. Has some of the kind of retro badging right there with that Challenger badge. And the functional Hemi hood right there. I don't know if they call it a shaker when it's in that application, but hey man, you got a classic Challenger right here, and that is a mean looking car. Beautiful in this sort of weird kind of bright, vivid yellow color. I don't know what you call it. I don't know what the actual factory name for it is, but it is gorgeous. And then you come down this way, and we have a 1969 Pontiac. F-body, of course, shares the platform with the Camaro, and it did from 1967 to 2002. And unfortunately, Pontiac is no more, and that's a real shame. But you have enthusiasts like this that keep these cars on the road, keep them clean. He's taken to painting the engine block blue. Now, back in the olden times, I say that in such a weird way, but you know, when you got a 4th generation F-body, let's say 98 through 02, both Pontiac and the Camaro got the LS1 engine, so they got the same engine. But back when they were building these, you could get a different Pontiac motor, or you know, when you bought it, you got a Pontiac motor. When you got the Chevy, you got the Chevy motor. So there were different engines being produced for these cars. This is definitely, I believe it is a, I'll have to ask my father, the expert, once he sees this. Because I think it is an original Pontiac motor. Cool. But the Pontiac motors came with a light blue paint on them, the engine blocks, I mean. Now here we go, we got a Ram SRT10. This is very special because it has the Viper's V10 engine in it. And it's lowered suspension, really aggressive looking truck, extra body work, those big polished wheels. And you don't see too many of these on the road. But when you do, it's a real special occasion. And this one is very clean and fantastic condition, which is typically how you find most of these. Looks like he has some graphic work done to the top there. A little mat around the air intake. You still feel the heat wafting out of this thing. And here we go. We got a classic Impala here. One of my favorite rear ends because it's got those 3 round tail lights on either side. And he's got some funny little stickers on here. For sale when hell freezes, don't scratch my rust. Unfinished hot rod, not a rat rod. But he drove it here today. It looks like he's got hood louvers out of a 1st generation Camaro on there, which is interesting. To the best of my knowledge, that's something that owner must have done custom, and I'm pretty sure it is. But hey, you know what? Is it dirty? Sure. Is it not all super clean and ready to be put on a trailer? No. But he drove it here today, and it sounded great. So that's what I like. I like drivers' cars, and this is a fantastic example. So definitely unique out here today. And we've got a 5th generation Corvette, driven by one of the local photographers here. Very cool. 350Z showing up today. And we've got a 6th generation Grand Sport Corvette, once again driven by a local photographer. So the people that come out here and shoot photos, like myself, are actual car enthusiasts. They're good people, very nice. Charles and Russ and Don and Tara and all the people that make this happen are awesome. And we're going to pivot over here real quick to my Pontiac GTO 2004. Love the car. You've heard about it quite extensively. About time to rotate the tires, mostly because I keep the back ones keep smoking on me. I don't know how it happens. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know what's causing it. And this is Russ's Grand Prix. I love the green on this. You know, he said earlier it was very 70s, and he's right, it is. But it's pretty, and it's good looking. I love kind of funky, bizarre green colors. Aston Martin is actually releasing a new lightweight green paint for the Valkyrie hypercar, and I like it. Now, I don't know, for some reason this green kind of reminds me of that. They're totally different, I guess, but I don't know. I like bizarre green colors, so, and I love that. Now we've got a BMW here that's customized a bit. Got custom badging, chrome grille inserts with the blue, purple, and red striping there. Can't say I know a whole lot about this car. I mean, it's an M3, sure, but I don't know a whole lot about it. But I'm gonna tell you what, it's super clean, it's in great shape, and it's got a beautiful, beautiful body. It really is a fantastic looking car. And I've always liked the design of BMWs. I may not like every car, but I do like this particular one. I think this would be early 2000s if I'm not mistaken. I'm not an expert on these cars, but I do like this one. And we come over here, we got two more 5th gen Corvettes. One that looks pretty stock, which is fine. It's got a little extra tint around the windshield. I'm talking about the white one. And then some billet inserts on the black one here. Looks like he's also got an aftermarket spoiler on the back, little dovetail spoiler over there. And look at this wicked Chevelle. Super deep dark blue with the matte black 5 spokes with the silver lip. Looks power steering, power brakes. Small block Chevrolet. It's interesting. He's got he doesn't have headers on it. He's got exhaust manifold, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's how they came. But this is a pretty super clean car. Big wheels in the back. I don't know. I wonder if he had to mini tub it at all. But the interior is in fantastic shape. Look at that wood wheel. That's beautiful. And I love how these shift with the how you have to grip that shifter there. I think that's pretty awesome. So, and we come over here and look at that. Woo. This is gorgeous. I love the bright red. You may have seen this before on the show.
No, his was more like this.
Gorgeous, gorgeous car. Of course, a bit of a larger motor. Has some billet accessories, headers. Pretty cool, man. That's the same red top Optima that is in me and my father's 67 Camaro. Sweet and beautiful red, and I love it. The interior's in fantastic shape. So he's got a custom little cup holder they built there. That's pretty cool. And right next to it, we've got two 6th generation V6 Camaros. Now, I want to highlight these today, specifically while I was going around photographing cars, because I am a V6 owner myself. I have a 98 6-cylinder. And what I love about the 6-cylinder guys, especially these two cars, is they really take the time to make it their own. And, you know, without the V6 and now the turbo 4-cylinder, you don't have the V8. It's the sale of these cars that keep the V8 and all the V8 variations alive. So I know a lot of people have heard about, oh no, the Camaro's gonna go away. Well, I'm gonna make a little video about that one day and bring some facts to you, and no clickbait. Now here we go, we got a Joker inspired 6th generation V6 car. He's got the smile and the eyes painted on the engine shroud there. And if you look up here, you can see the ha all under there. So it's pretty, it's unique. He really took the time to make it its own. The tow hook is both red and green. Aftermarket aftermarket air intake. Looks like he's got some red anodized and red painted parts on the interior there, which is pretty cool. The one next to him has the same, only in blue. So definitely taking the time to make these cars their own. And you know what I love about the modern V6 cars is that they have plenty of power. They're over 300 horsepower. You can buy these cars with the 1LE package, so you can track these cars because there's plenty of power within that 300 horsepower. And there he's got a couple of bank robbing bags and such with the Joker gloves. So that's pretty unique. And we come over here and we've got another 6th gen. This would be a Super Sport or SSRS to be more specific. And this is a 1LE track package. The thing that gives it away would be the black wheels, the design of the wheels, and the black hood. The black hood is the biggest thing. So the performance suspension this car comes off of the ZL1. But it does not come with the supercharged V8. That's the biggest difference. But a really fantastic vehicle. And right next to it is its rival, the Shelby GT350. You know, Mustang and Camaro always rivals. This is I like how he puts the snake eyes on there. Pretty cool. Looks like he's got an aftermarket air intake system. The hood looks like it's functional. I wonder if does part of it feed into the box, I wonder? I don't know. I do not know. But there you go. Rivals parked side by side. And we can't forget about some of the nice trucks that are out here. This is what used to be a mid-size. It looks full-size to me, but it's a Chevrolet Colorado in a beautiful green color. Owner's proud of it. I would be too. I love the green. I think that green is fantastic looking. And right behind it, you've got a Ford Raptor. No, is it a Raptor? It is a Raptor. I thought it was. F-150 Raptor. It's got some 9.7 badging on it. I'm not sure what that represents, but you can see some of that high-tech suspension underneath here. So we have more rides showing up, but before we get to those, I want to show you just another view of this Ford Raptor. Pretty slick. Let's go check out this Bel Air, and I'm going to shut up because it sounds way better than I do. Absolutely beautiful. And pulled in with them is a Mustang GT with a 4.6 liter in that nice orange. Now check this out. This guy just pulled in too since we've been filming here. This black Jeep that is powered by, what is it powered by? I know, and I'm about to show you. An LS3 engine. Check that out. That's awesome. One of the best engines ever made, ever. Yeah, I'm an LS fanboy. You can give me grief for it, but here's a wide shot of the vehicle. Real good looking. I like it when people take the time to make some of these rides their own, and this is definitely one of those examples. Now right here we got a classic Corvette. Really nice looking, fantastic condition. It's got the aftermarket wheels, of course, but it is looking sharp. And next to it is a classic Impala. Look how long that car is. Look how big that trunk is. Just goes on and on. But these are great cars, designer cars, and I love them. And here we got a 1971 Duster with a split wedge 340 or 340 split wedge, depending on what you want to call it. Of course, it's really easy to know that because it's written all over the car, as you can see there on the hood. And right next to it is a classic Mustang. So as you can clearly see, we have an outstanding turnout here today. I want to thank you all for watching another Combustion Chamber Live today. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and that bell icon for instant notifications when we go live with new episodes such as this. And if you all want to support us, we're also on Instagram, Facebook, sometimes Twitter. And if you really love us, check us out on Patreon. Thank you again for the continued support. We cannot do it without fans like you.